transport the code inside your soul. Hey people, this is Jane, or you can call me Pretty Lady Jane if you want. This is my first video on this YouTube channel, and on my channel I'll be sharing with you about my experience here in the Netherlands, how to navigate the Netherlands, things you should know before coming to the Netherlands, and my experience so far getting a job and everything you need to know as a Nigerian living in the Netherlands. So stay tuned because you don't want to miss anything. I promise it's gonna be juicy. Today's video we are going to be talking about the 5 things you should know before coming to the Netherlands. There is a lot you should know, but this is the basic 5 things you must know before coming to the Netherlands. And number 1 is the language. The Netherlands has an official language which is called Dutch. If you're planning to relocate to the Netherlands, the language should be one of the top priorities that you should have. Learning to speak the language, understanding the language, mastering it is very, very important. Yes, you hear and they'll tell you, yeah, the Netherlands speaks English, you don't really need to know the language. No, you do, because it is a different experience when you know how to speak the language. Take for instance, you are in a working place and you have about 5 people who speak the Dutch language and you are just the only English speaking colleague there. So whenever they're having a conversation, it's always flowing in Dutch and you are always left out until they have something specific to tell you. So it is very important for you to know the language, mostly when you go to the market, like in the local market, and you're trying to get something from the locals and you're trying to bargain the price or even ask some questions concerning the product you want to buy. It is best described in the language because they will pay more attention to you and they will be even more happier to attend to you when you're speaking the language than when you're speaking English. You know, it stresses them. They don't have the time to watch you demonstrate with your hands what you want to say. So it is important for you to learn the language. If you are trying to learn Dutch right now, I understand you because it is difficult. It is not easy to learn. The language is really hard. But try as much as possible. If you really want to enjoy the Netherlands, if you really want to stay in the Netherlands and enjoy it, you have to learn the language. Now, number 2 things that you should know before coming to the Netherlands is the cost of living. Cost of living is high, boy, especially when it comes to the housing. You know, the Netherlands is such a strong economy and has the standard of living that attracts both the domestic and international immigrants. So there is a lot of demand for houses and just limited supply. This increases the prices of house in the country. So you can find a very small amount of space and you're paying a whole lot of money. So as a student, it's going to be very difficult for you. So you need to weigh your options. If you would love to live large as a student, you need to cut your expectations because the housing price in the Netherlands is really high. It's really high, and not just is high, it's difficult to even get the house in the first place. So the cost of living is something you should put into consideration before moving to the Netherlands. Number 3 things you should know before coming to the Netherlands is the work opportunities. Now, as a student, you need to know what kind of work are available for you. Most of the jobs available for students in the Netherlands requires language. You see, we are back to the language because as a student, you have to start with the small works here, working in the restaurant and all that to make ends meet. And most of them need you to speak with their customers, and it is more preferable to speak with them in Dutch. So you need to. Then we come back to the language aspect again. It is important for you to know the language. Number 4 things you need to know is the cost of transportation, which you can subsidize by biking. If you don't know how to ride a bike, before you come to the Netherlands, better go and get a class and learn how to ride a bike. Because the cost of transportation here is crazy. The cost of transportation in the Netherlands is really crazy. You think it's cheap until at the end of the month you get your bills. You understand that the cost of transportation is high. It's really high. And that is why most people bike in this country. And the good thing is that there are already available bike roads on the roads in the Netherlands. So if you know how to bike, you can minimize the cost of transportation for yourself. But if you don't know how to bike, you should go and learn how to bike before you come to the Netherlands. Or when you get to the Netherlands, the first thing you should do is to know how to bike, or else your whole money is going to end up in transportation and in house. Number 15 you should know is the weather. If nobody have told you, let me tell you, the weather is bad. You just have 2 months of summer and the rest of the 9 months is cold, rain, dark. So if you are a kind of person that doesn't have that much cold resistance, the Netherlands shouldn't be a place you're considering. And you need to be mentally prepared for it, that the Netherlands is cold, the weather is crazy, and but when it's summer, it's good. There's a lot to see. When it is summer, the sun is shining, but it's only limited for 2 to 3 months. The rest of the months is cold, rain, and wind. Mostly the wind. The wind is more annoying than the cold, because the wind would transport the cold inside your soul. Anyway, you should definitely know about the weather of the Netherlands before you decide to relocate to the Netherlands. Anyway, this is the final thing that I have here for you to know before moving to the Netherlands. There is a lot of things to know, but the most vital one that I think any new person that wants to move to the Netherlands should know is this ones. These 5 things you should know about. Anyway, this is the end of my video, and there will be more video of me telling you of my experience in the Netherlands so far, and so many other things to come. So do not forget to subscribe right now. Share this video to anyone who is planning to come to the Netherlands. See you in my next video. Bye.